We get those three things done, we have a chance to do really well today.
Ray Natale, Bert Smith, Pat Bowe, our officials. We're set for basketball. UTSA in white, right to left. UT Permian Basin in black, trimmed in orange, left to right. Permian Basin with Sutherland controls the basketball, and a free throw line jumper is around and out, no good. First rebound of the game, good box out, Lucas O'Brien. We're underway. Gino Littles attacks Sutherland, whips a pass to Bowie. Ryan at the free throw line gets it off to O'Brien, and a reach-in foul on Permian Basin will be the first foul of the game, and they'll call it on Cody Hatcher.
Well, they didn't waste any time getting that shot up.
Will they take 8 seconds?
The good thing is Lucas O'Brien did a great job of boxing out his man and getting that rebound. We've got to do that.
Gino Littles has it angle right around an Allen screen, comes to O'Brien on the left side, gives it back to Bowie. Now to Allen, looks back door, not there. The ball deflected back to Nick, and now O'Brien fakes the three, takes it down the middle of the lane, whips a pass to Bowie. He's got a layup. UTSA first basket of the game, 2-0, 40 seconds into the game. Billy D. Williams plays catch in the backcourt with Sutherland. They work it into the front court. UTSA moves back out of that 2-2-1 zone. Long three by Williams, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Fighting for it's Allen. Whips it off to Littles, and here comes UTSA into the front court. A minute gone by with a 2-0 advantage. Gino to Ryan Bowie, dribble handoff Nick Allen, back to Ryan straight away, starts the drive down the left lane line on the run, puts up the floater, it's off the glass and in. Ryan Bowie with 4 points, he leads the conference in scoring, 19.5 a game. Into the front court comes Permian Basin. They've got a number out there with no name on it, and none on their roster. We'll have to figure out who that guy is in a second. Bowie comes across the timeline to Lucas O'Brien for three, rimming no good, and the rebound by Billy D. Williams. It's Lacey who's now wearing 20 instead of 00. Across the timeline, the ball's kicked, and I think they're going to get a foul too on UTSA. Or not, no, it's going to be a kick ball out of bounds. Permian Basin doesn't waste time substituting. Aiden Sanders comes in. He's from London, England, 6'8" and 210. He'll replace Cody Hatcher. So Johnny Lacey on their roster has a 0. In this game, he has a 20. He makes the catch and shoot, and the jump shot's long, no good. The rebound by Ryan Bowie, and he'll bring the ball into the front court. Permian Basin starts off 0 for 3. Carr driving baseline left side, throws it wide left to Bowie and out of bounds.
You got caught in no man's land over there. It's a tough pass when you're that low in the box to get it out, and Ryan just couldn't get to it.
4-0 UTSA, 18-10 left. We're approached 2 minutes gone by in this first half. As Sutherland comes into the front court and veers off to the right side. Leaves for Akbar on the baseline right. Drives on Allen, cut off by Lucas O'Brien, and then throws it off his shoe and out of bounds. 18 on the shot clock for the Falcons, who will inbound next to their basket with Sutherland to trigger it in. He tries to go back door, instead goes cross court to Williams. Billy D backs up, fakes the three, dumps it off to Akbar. He'll try to drive baseline into a double team and travel. Great defense by UTSA. Allen and Lucas O'Brien with a good closeout that time. Second turnover against UT Permian Basin. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone by. First half. Here's Gino across the timeline with harassment from Sutherland. Looks in the post for Allen. He ducks the shoulder, up and under, and scores. He got Saunders on his hip and was able to get it to go, and it's 6-0. UTSA with a quick start. Here's Williams on the drive. Backs out three-point line, can't shoot, leaves for Sutherland. Andy Newman been told to be quiet on the bench on the right side. On our left side, here's a drive by Lacey in the lane, stripped away from Saunders. It goes right back to Billy D. Williams, and he'll be fouled. They're going to get the foul on, trying to figure out they're going to get. I think it's Nick Allen.
I thought it was Austin Carr.
Maybe it's Austin Carr. We'll see what they. Yeah, it's on Nick Allen. First foul on the Roadrunners as well, and first on Nick. And it'll be Billy D. Williams to go to the free throw line. Andy Newman was being very vocal with the officials and was told to sit down. And I don't know if it was a warning or not, but
yeah, he was over there looking more like Alfred E. Newman when the referees got on him at that point.
Yeah, well,
he's still not very happy with his body language over there.
No, he's going to try to work the officials and get as many calls as he can. Billy D. Williams makes them both. It's 6-2. That's the first points of the game for UT Permian Basin. Allen across the timeline, angle left, picks up the dribble, whips it out to Gino, straight away for three. Bullseye! Gino Littles from downtown. If he can start making threes, that would be so huge for UTSA. Roadrunners have a 7-point lead, largest of the game. Harris steals the pass in the backcourt, but has nowhere to go and runs out of bounds. He says that he was pushed.
Yeah, I think he was.
Harris was looking for a foul after he intercepted the pass. J.R. Harris in for UTSA as Austin Carr heads to the bench. And now the officials are going to discuss whether Harris was pushed out of bounds or not. He tried to put on the brakes and couldn't. Permian Basin will inbound. Akbar gets it into Sutherland. And he'll work his way into the front court. Gives way on the far side to Akbar. Akbar against Nick Allen. A reach-in foul on Nick. He wasn't ready for that quick penetration. And that's going to be the second foul on Nick Allen. And UTSA will probably have to substitute for him as Brooks Thompson ponders on the bench. And here comes George Matthews. George played very well offensively in the two games. The thing that keeps him from getting short stints on the floor is he'll turn the ball over a little bit too much with some unforced errors. And he's got to rebound. He's got to be somebody that with his size that gets in the lane and gets the tough rebounds. But there's no question he's got a very good shot. And he showed that in the two games in Vegas. 9-2, UTSA by 7. Sutherland pounds out the dribble, leaves at the top of the circle. Back in is Cody Hatcher, and a travel on Billy D. Williams as he tried that little shuffle slide on the far side and got called for it.
I think Billy D. was maybe looking for another Academy Award there. I wasn't going to go there, Andy, but it was just too easy.
I'm just wondering when the red tape and the bull are going to show up.
They're not a sponsor. So.
Here's Gino into the front court. Looks for Matthews to set a screen for him. Gives it off to George. Driving lane line out to O'Brien. Straight away for three. That one's short, no good. Billy D. Williams gets the rebound. 9-2, UTSA by 7. Almost 4 minutes gone by. Sutherland at the logo comes to the left side. A.J. Cockrell to check in next chance. Sutherland all the way in the lane. Pitches it out to Lacey. Baseline three-pointer. Good. 9-5. It's the first field goal of the game for UT Permian Basin 4 minutes into the game. Harris driving baseline, cut off by Billy D. Williams. Now comes back up to the top to Gino. Littles waits for a screen and doesn't get there, so he'll just give to Matthews. Back to Ryan Bowie. Bowie gets a screen, picked up on the switch by Akbar. Back to Matthews. His three-pointer's no good. Long rebound comes to Sutherland. UTSA's back, but Sutherland penetrates and lays it up and in. 5 in a row for the Falcons to cut the lead to 2. It's 9-7. Here's Littles across the timeline. Off to George Matthews. He'll come to the right side of the floor to Bowie. Matthews will set a screen for Ryan, and he'll start to drive and pull up and fire a three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound squirts to the corner, taken by Lacey. And here comes UT Permian Basin with a chance to tie or take the lead. Sutherland, at it comes. Billy D for three. That's good. And it's an 8-0 run, and it's 10-9 UT Permian Basin. And Brooks Thompson will take a timeout, and that'll get us to a full timeout as well. And it will be UTSA basketball. Matthews will get it into Gino Littles, and into the front court. Littles comes with pressure from Sutherland, leaves for Matthews. Back to Gino straight away. Screen set by A.J. Cockrell. Littles drives left lane line, can't shoot. Now backs it back out. Now drives the basket and lays it up and in. He just kind of zigzagged in and out of there and finally got to the rim.
Yeah, his speed sometimes just other players just can't move their feet quick enough. And if you're not moving your feet, you're not playing defense.
Lacey into the front court. UTSA regains the lead by 1. Lacey pull up three-pointer. Swish. He's got 6, and UT Permian Basin regains the lead 13-11. J.R. Harris angle left. Off to Littles. Looks for Bowie right side, not there. Back to Gino. Screen is going to be set by A.J. Cockrell. Littles on the pick and roll. Loops it back out. Left side, Harris for three. Rimming no good. Matthews over the back and is called for the foul.
Austin Carr in for Gino.
Yeah, Austin now is the point guard. Right now, Austin's the backup point guard on this team. Gino's averaging about 33 minutes a game, so he won't be out for long as he stays out of foul trouble. Angle left, Williams pulls up for 3 more. That one's no good. Good hustle by Matthews, who touched it last. It's going to be off of George as he and Akbar were fighting for it. Matthews beat him to the spot, but Akbar knocked it off of his leg and out of bounds. So a fresh shot clock for the Falcons. They lead by 2, 13-11. 6 minutes gone by. Quick entry pass to Williams. He missed the shot. Rebound loose. Williams takes it away from Cockrell and lays it up and in. He's got 7. It's 15-11, and UT Permian Basin leads by 4. Austin Carr on the hash mark on the right side. Gets a Cockrell screen. Drives top of the circle. Gives it back to Matthews. Now to Bowie on the left side against Lacey. Slipping the screen is Matthews. They get it to him on the baseline. He goes up hard. Reverse layup is good. George Matthews, nice move under the goal. 15-13. 2-point advantage for UT Permian Basin. Sutherland angle right. Cross-court pass to Williams. Guarded by Harris. Cut off by Harris. Tries to shoot. Can't. And now it comes back to Sutherland. 16 to shoot for Permian Basin in the lane. Sutherland. His short shot hits the front of the rim. No good. Rebound A.J. Cockrell. And here come the Roadrunners. Matthews straight away 3-point line. Drives on Lacey, and a reach-in foul will be called on Johnny Lacey. It's his first foul, and it will be the second team foul on UT Permian Basin. They'll substitute and get Malcolm Hill-Bay into the game. He is from Chicago, Illinois. They will also get Josh Williams on the floor. He's from San Antonio, and they're going to give Billy D. Williams a rest along with Sutherland. 15-13, Permian Basin with a 2-point lead. UTSA with the rock. Cockrell to Carr at the top of the circle. Off a screen comes to Harris. Left side three-pointer. Off the heel, no good. Battle for the loose ball underneath. Bowie couldn't get it. And here comes Lacey into the front court. Up the left side for a long three that's no good. The rebound lane by Akbar. He gives it to the sideline to the shooter that was trying to cut to the middle of the lane and goes out of bounds. 4 turnovers now on the Falcons. And we still have a 2-point deficit, 15-13. UT Permian Basin with the lead. Carr with it in front of the Falcon bench. Shoulder high dribble. Tries to drive on Hill-Bay. Backs it back out. Can't shoot. Now needs to get rid of it to Bowie. Down to 14 on the shot clock for Ryan. He'll come left side to Harris. Driving baseline. The floater's up, no good. Offensive rebound. Cockrell takes it away from 2 players. His hook shot's up, and it rolls in. He's got a terrific inside post-up game.
It's a really nice soft touch on that shot. Good aggressiveness, too, inside. Like to see that from a young player.
4 in a row for UTSA. We're tied at 15, approaching 12 minutes. Up front to Lacey. 3 more on the way. No good. Rebound fought for. Carr knocked it away. Cockrell saves it. Gives it right back to Austin, and he comes into the front court. Crossover on Hill-Bay. Now tries to drive baseline. Cut off again. Carr still with the dribble and gets it off to Matthews. Nick Billingsley to check in after the next dead ball, which will also result in a timeout. Off on the right side, it's Bowie. Slipping the screen is Cockrell. Driving in the lane, Ryan. The floater's up, no good. Maybe the worst shot he's taken in 4 weeks. It wasn't a bad one, but it wasn't one of the better ones that he's taken. Here's a drive by Lacey, cut off by Carr. Offensive foul. What a good play that time by Austin Carr. That last shot by Ryan Bowie wasn't bad, but he hasn't had to work that hard for a shot this year. We're tied at 15 with 11. R&R Autoglass can make drastic improvements to cars, trucks, and SUVs of all makes and models. R&R Autoglass offers great quality workmanship, a lifetime warranty, military discounts, all insurance accepted. Call by 1, they'll get it done. 340-2588. Harris in the lane, the floater's up, too hard, no good. Billy D. Williams gets the rebound, and here comes UT Permian Basin into the front court. Stopping on the far side is Mario Florima, who's in for the first time. Off on the right side for a Hill-Bay 3 that's good, and Permian Basin leads by 3, 18-15. Mario Florima is in, 6'4", 195, junior, West Palm Beach, Florida. And on the right side, it's Gino Littles driving on Hill-Bay. At the top of the circle to Cockrell. Strong move to the goal. Up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and we got a whole bunch of loose ball fouls going on. And they're going to call it on Billy D. Williams, I think. Here comes James Ringholt in the game for George Matthews. We still haven't told us who the foul's on, or if there was even a foul. They called it on Billy D. Williams. That'll be his first. Inbound's going to come to Cockrell at the top of the circle. 4 team fouls on Permian Basin. Looking to the left side, not there. Here's his high screen for Ringholt. He'll drive with Littles will drive to the left side to Harris. A screen set by Cockrell. Harris goes the other way. Wrap around under the goal, no good. Tipped up once and twice, no good. And Hill-Bay cleans the glass for the Falcons. Shoulder high dribble up the 4. Billy D. Williams comes up to the top to Florima. Driving to the goal. Missed the shot. He went in, and a foul on Ringholt. First points for Mario Florima, and a chance for the and one as he'll try to increase this lead for Permian Basin up to 6. Free throw is on the way. It's no good. The battle for the rebound is going to squirt to the corner and go out of bounds. A touch last by Nick Billingsley as he couldn't quite get a hold of it. And Permian Basin leads by 5, and they have the basketball. Hill Bay gets it into Williams, and he'll come all the way up to the top and give it back to his point guard. Andy Newman calls out a new play from the sideline. We're down to 20 on the shot clock, 10:18 to play first half. They'll work the ball around the perimeter. Florima will start the drive, kicks it left side in the left corner. Here's a Billy D. Williams 3, short, no good. The rebound fought for in the lane. Harris takes it away from everyone, and they're going to call a foul on Permian Basin as Aiden Sanders is called for the foul. So Aiden Sanders will get his first. He was somebody that they took off the bench very early in this game for Cody Hatcher, and he's back out there. 10 minutes to go first half. 2015, Permian Basin by 5. Little's on the dribble drive. Moves to the right side. Still with the dribble. Takes it to the goal. Has it stripped. Loose in the lane. Picked up by Permian Basin. Saunders comes out of there with it up the front court to Hill Bay. Hill Bay starts the drive on the baseline. Has it knocked away. Goes right back inside. The ball comes loose, and here comes Littles. It's a 3-on-3 break for Gino. Right side, Billingsley attacks the goal, and an offensive foul on, just knocked out of bounds by Billingsley. He could not control it. And here comes Ryan Bowie back on the floor for J.R. Harris. UTSA's got to get some scores on the floor, and Ryan's their best one. They're down by 5 right here, 20-15. UTSA's turned it over 3 times.
Yeah, right now the way both teams are playing sloppy basketball right now. But our Achilles heel, and we're getting out rebounded again by this Permian Basin team, and that shouldn't be happening.
Southern all the way to the goal, rejected by Billingsley into the hands of Bowie. UTSA starts the break. Everybody gets back defensively. Kick it left side. Billingsley fakes the 3 on the drive to the goal. Shot is good, and a foul. I think it's going to be an offensive foul on Billingsley. That's going to be the 15th foul. Billingsley hung in the air, but that verticality where he had to come back down, he ran into the player who had established position. And UTSA turns it over for the 4th time. And instead of a chance to cut it to 2, here comes Permian Basin with a chance to add to a 5-point lead. Williams has it over on the left side. Ringholt guards him. Williams penetrates, cut off by Billingsley. They look in the left corner for Josh Williams. Williams shoots a shot anyway, and it goes right inside the Hill Bay, and he lays it up and in. He's got 5, and it's a 7-point game for UT Permian Basin. 22-15. Cross-court pass, Bowie. Wide open, right side for 3. Bullseye. Ryan finally gets the basket after Permian Basin had scored 7 in a row, and Ryan's got 7 in the game. 8:40 left in the first half. Angle right to Hill Bay, overplayed by Billingsley. Hill Bay starts to drive on him, takes it all the way in the lane. Around Bowie, missed a shot. Rebound, Gino Littles. UTSA is 4-on-4. Littles throws the lob for Ringholt to the basket for the layup. Ringholt with a nice. He's our score. Permian Basin leads UTSA by 2. 8:22 to play in the first half. Hill Bay and Sutherland in the backcourt against UTSA's 2-2-1 press. Sutherland against Gino Littles across the timeline. Stops at the top of the logo. Down to 18 on the shot clock. Whips a pass off to Hill Bay on the left side. Back to Sutherland. UTSA 2-3 zone. Sutherland top of the circle. Throws to Williams. They close out on him. Swing it left side. Hill Bay. 4 on the shot clock. Driving under the goal to Akbar. He lays it up and in. I don't know that they've ever gone that deep into the shot clock, but they got points out of it. And it's 24-20. Akbar's got his first field goal of the game. Scruggs gives way to Gino Littles on the right side. 7:40 to play. They wanted Cockrell to come out and set a screen. Now he backs up to the high post, and now he does set the screen for Littles. Littles, a little shake and bake move. Cross-court pass, Bowie. Same spot as before. This one's off the heel, no good. The rebound ricochets to UT Permian Basin. Williams up the left side of the floor Williams under the goal and an easy basket for Akbar, but he missed it, but he was fouled. Akbar should have had an and one. Instead, he's going to go to the free throw line for 2. And the foul's going to be called on Nick Billingsley. His second. It's his 6th team foul. Akbar at the line this year is shooting 68%. He's already been there 64 times in the first 6 games. Free throw is good. That's his 3rd point. They'll go along with 3 rebounds. Line change for the Falcons. They get DeAndre Johnson from Detroit, Michigan out there. Fortunately, they took out the other Johnson, so we only have to call one of them at a time. Akbar's at the free throw line. DeAndre Johnson and Sutherland. And the next free throw is also good. Back out is Cody Hatcher and Billy D. Williams. 26-20. Permian Basin by 6. Bowie with it on the right side. Backs out 3-point line. The lob for Cockrell, but he was held by Hatcher. And they'll call a foul on Cody. And that will be his second. That's also going to be their 16 foul. So both teams are at the limit. And that will get Aiden Sanders back on the floor for UT Permian Basin.
Cockrell drew that foul just because he knows how to get position low.
He does a really good job with his offense. He still has got to work to do defensively. Littles throws it left side to Carr. Can't shoot. Driving baseline to the goal. Missed the shot, and they're going to call a foul. It will put Austin Carr at the free throw line. He made a number of really good moves, speaking of A.J. Cockrell, in both games in Vegas. And one of the things he does, when he catches it deep, he goes right up. He doesn't put it on the floor and let the smaller guys have the defensive advantage.
Yeah, so many big guys, when they get the ball down low, the first thing they do with Austin Carr hitting that foul shot is for some reason, they want to put it on the floor. But with your size and position, if you're in the right spot, you get the ball thrown to you the right way, all you've got to do is turn and lay it up. And if you're not going to make the shot, you're probably going to get fouled. Carr's
second free throw is good. First 2 points for him, 4-point game, 26-22. 7 minutes to go in the half. UTSA in a 4-point hole. Johnson across the timeline. This is DeAndre. Guarded by Bowie as he harasses over on the far side. UTSA extends the 2-3 zone. Sutherland comes out between the circles, comes back to Williams on the right side. They look in the post, not there. Swing it back on the left wing. Now in the post to Akbar. Cross-court pass, too high for Billy D. Williams. Saves it on the baseline. 5 to shoot. Long 3. Good. And Drew Rain with that one. He's got 10, and it's 29-22, and Permian Basin leads by 7. Littles comes to the left side. Austin Carr on a curl. Starts the drive in the lane. Cut off. Now to Littles. He'll attack. On the run. The floater's good. Gino Littles has 7. 29-24. 5-point lead for Permian Basin. We have 6:15 left in the first half. Sutherland comes across the timeline. Looks left. Now drives right. Takes it to the goal. Dumps a pass off. Offensive foul. Let's pause 10 seconds for identification on the Learfield Sports Roadrunner Sports Network. Foul on Sutherland is his first. It's the 8th team foul. And into the front court comes Carr. He'll leave way for Scruggs to the top of the circle. Back to Littles on the left wing. Gino starts the drive. Can't go anywhere with it. Now to Bowie. His pass deflected. Ryan saves it. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Back to Littles. They play off of him and dare him to shoot it. Now Williams comes out on him. 6 to shoot. Littles on the drive. Has the pass stripped away by Akbar. Akbar's going to get a dunk. 31-24, 7-point game. Into the front court, Littles. Littles backs all the way out. UT Permian Basin does a great job of getting back defensively, too. They're set defensively, and Carr dribbles it off his foot, and UTSA turns it over. Unforced error on the Roadrunners to turn that over for the 6th time. Both teams now have 6 turnovers in the game, and it's 31-24. Permian Basin by 7 in the Rock with 5:25 to go in the half. Top of the circle, it comes to Saunders. Off on the left side to Williams. Ryan tried to fight over the screen. Williams backs out and fires another long 3. That one hits the side of the rim, no good, and the glass. Didn't have any chance of going in. Across the timeline to Scruggs. Scruggs wanted to go to Carr, not there. Now finds Bowie, baseline right. Lost it as he was driving the lane and whips a pass out that's saved by Carr. Shot clock hasn't reset, down to 15, plenty of time. Another bad pass, but Little saves this one and then gets bailed out with a foul. And the Roadrunners were really lucky with that position. that possession right there that they didn't turn it over again.
Yeah, we were throwing it all over the place that time. I mean, that's
a little out of control.
I mean, there was effort there, but we just were just throwing it all over the place, and we were lucky to get out of it with some foul shots. But you know, when you play teams like this that don't really have an offense, they just run up and shoot, and guys work one-on-one, and guys taking bad shots. It becomes somewhat contagious sometimes to start playing that same herky-jerky style, and if you're not careful, you can fall into it, and you're throwing the ball all over the place, and they're laying it up at the other end or making threes.
You got to have patience, and that's one of the things that the coaching staff's been working a lot on. First free throw was good. Second one missed. 31-25. The Permian Basin lead is 6 with 4:50 to go in the first half. Here's Agbar driving on Lucas O'Brien. Backs him out three-point line. He'll throw a cross-court pass left corner. Johnson fires a long one. It's no good. Didn't hit the rim that time. It hit the backside of the glass and kicked right to Austin Carr. He leaves for Gino Littles. Back on the left side to Scruggs. Backing up. Baseline from 15 goes 14. Bowie offensive rebound. Throws up a hook shot and scores. 9 points in the game for Ryan Bowie as UTSA crawls to within 4 with 4:20 to play. Sutherland across the timeline, attacks the goal, to the glass, no good. O'Brien cleans the glass for UTSA and starts a 3-on-2 break to Carr. Austin to the basket, lays it up too hard. Scruggs the offensive rebound and the putback. First points for Terrell Scruggs. 2-point game with 4 minutes to go, 31-29. 5-0 run for UTSA. At least the scoring pace is well below what Permian Basin is used to. Here's Williams on the drive at the free throw line. Backing in, throws up a hook shot off the glass and scores. He's got 12, and it's a 4-point game again at 33-29.
That time down the floor, their coach called a play, which apparently was Billy D. Williams one-on-one.
Isolation play is what it was. Brian sets the screen for Littles. He'll take it to the lane, and the ball is swatted out of bounds. No foul call, but the ball out of bounds off of UT Permian Basin. 3%. Stopping at one of your local San Antonio area Chevy dealers for great prices on all of their new 2015 and 16 vehicles today. Inbounds from Harris, looking to get it in, finally gets it to Carr. Carr saves it to Bowie. 3.5 to play. Ryan has it left side. He's open, doesn't shoot. Waits for a screen set by O'Brien. Backs out three-point line. Leaves for Matthews. Straight away for 3. Short, no good. Matthews gets the deflected rebound. Attacks the goal and lost it. Stripped away by Hill Bay. He's across the timeline, attacking a Carr, directs all the way to the goal. Blocking foul, Austin Carr, as he was backing up all the way and tried to kind of ease to his left, and that will send the Falcons to the free throw line. We'll continue our conversation with Nick Billingsley at halftime. Check the scoreboard and the stat sheet as well.
Coach Thompson not real happy on that last play when Matthews got the ball the second time. All of our players are almost at midcourt. No one was going to the boards, and he was a little upset about that, and I don't blame him.
Hill Bay's free throw hits the heel, then somehow goes in to push the lead to 5 at 34-29. And the next one is on the way, and that one's good, and it's a 6-point lead for UT Permian Basin with 3:08 to play. Into the front court comes Austin Carr. Pressure from Sutherland. Carr, the point guard right now, with Gina Littles getting a rest. Matthews comes right side to Bowie, sets a screen for Ryan. Has the pass knocked away, saved by Lucas O'Brien. Back to Bowie, lost it again. He still has it. Bounce pass under the goal. O'Brien lays it up and in. The Permian Basin that time thought they had to steal, and they all went back to play offense, and Lucas was right in front of the goal for his first points of the game. 35-31, 4-point Permian Basin lead. Ball knocked away, but saved by Williams. Plenty of time with 17 on the shot clock for the Falcons. Billy D between the legs of the dribble. Throws right side to Hill Bay. Drives on Matthews. Cut off and pushed all the way back. 8 on the shot clock. Matthews trying to not give any ground. Hill Bay now cross him over. Stripped away. Good play by Harris. UTSA 3-on-2. Harris throws Matthews the trailer to the goal and gets fouled. He'll go to the line. UTSA with a tremendous job defensively to get the stop and the steal. And now UTSA has to earn them at the free throw line as George Matthews will shoot a pair for the Roadrunners.
Pretty good job in the break hitting your trailer because obviously he saw George Matthews filling that lane. But if he had tossed it off to Austin Carr, he was wide open for about a 5-foot jump shot over there. And
Matthews hits the first free throw. Gino in for Austin Carr. One more for George. It is on the way, and it is around and in, and it's back to a 2-point game at 35-33. UTSA will not press this time. They're going to get back into that pushed-out 2-3 zone. Here's a drive by Hill Bay. Starts the drive to the left corner. Caught there by Johnson. Throws it back to Hill Bay on the left wing. Bowie picks up Johnson on the switch. He'll drive in the lane. That's got to be a jump ball, doesn't it?
No, it's a blocking foul on Gino.
Going to call a foul on Littles. It will put Permian Basin back at the free throw line and put Malcolm Hill Bay at the line.
Don't want to say that an official was out of position, but he was over there with a view of Lake Texoma.
I think you can see it from there. 27% free throw shooter is Hill Bay at 4 of 15 this year, so he's the guy you want to foul. And the free throw is around and out, no good. That was the 8th foul on UTSA, so one more in the 1-and-1. Littles has it left side. Looks for Lucas O'Brien above the three-point line. Gives way to Bowie, driving on Akbar. Backs out, can't shoot. Pass was right in the lap of Matthews. He couldn't hang on. 8 turnovers against the Roadrunners. Williams comes all the way in the lane. Has the pass stripped away, but saved by Hill Bay. Comes all the way to the left corner to Akbar. Akbar against O'Brien, shoots and misses. Matthews tips the rebound to himself. Shuffles it off to Littles. Up the floor to J.R. Harris, and about 4 feet behind him. Unforced turnover again. 9 turnovers against the Roadrunners. Patience. It's so hard for young teams to have patience. They want to score 5 at a time instead of 2 or 3 at a time. A minute and a half to go in the half, and it's 35-33, and UT Permian Basin has a 2-point lead in the Rock. Bounce pass comes to Mario Florima. He'll drive baseline right side. Give way to Josh Williams. Back to the top to Billy Williams. Now to the right side to Florima, and back in the corner for a Hill Bay 3. That one's good. 38-33, 5-point game, a minute to go in the first half. Bowie with it on the right side. Backs out 3-point line. Attacks the goal. Jump stop. Puts up the jumper. And the floater is good. 11 for Ryan Bowie. 38-35. 50 seconds to play. And into the front court comes Permian Basin with a 3-point lead. Malcolm Hill Bay will attempt to run some kind of a play. Basically, they just run a weave and shoot it when they can. Akbar attacks Lucas O'Brien and lays it up and in. 33-30 on the clock, so UTSA can basically, actually the clocks are now synced at 27 and 27.5, so the Roadrunners will play for the last shot of the half. Gino's going to have the basketball at the jump circle and wind everything down here as UTSA tries to get at least 2 points and cut this lead down to 3 going into the halftime. Going into the locker at halftime. 8 seconds to go. 7. Throws it right side to Harris. Harris driving baseline to the goal. Leans in. Offensive foul. That's the 10th turnover against UTSA. It's the first foul on Harris. It's a player control foul, and we've got 3.1 left for Permian Basin to get the ball. UTSA will get back into that press just to make it a little bit more difficult. It's going to be a man-to-man press here to keep Permian Basin from getting too deep, but Hill Bay takes it all the way in the lane and doesn't get a shot off. If he had another second, he would have gotten a shot off. He got up the floor and back in this. Looks like the starters for both teams are out there, and the second half is underway as Gino Littles works his way across the timeline. Sutherland will guard him. Whip a pass off to Bowie, angle right. Looks for Allen flashing in the post, not there. Out to Gino straight away. Now to Lucas O'Brien. Down low on the right block to Allen. Backing in some more. Spinning. He goes up and under. Hook shot is around and out, no good. Gets his own rebound. Forces his way up and scores. Nice play by Nick Allen. That was called from the locker room, I think. And I think Nick got the message to be a little more physical in the lane, and he was able to get the shot off. He had 2 fouls in that first half and didn't play a whole lot because of those fouls. Angle left, Akbar. He'll whip a pass to the left side to Williams. Long 3, good. It's 43-37. The lead is 6, and Billy D. Williams has 15. Gino across the timeline. A screen set by Lucas O'Brien. Comes up to the top to Allen. Off to Ryan Bowie on the left side. Ryan driving baseline is pushed as he drives to the baseline and towards the basket.
We need to get Ryan some help out there with some points. He seems to be the only guy that can make his own or create his own shot right now.
Foul on Lacey is his 3rd. It's also the first team foul. Dangerous pass, but O'Brien saves it and then gives it off to Gino Littles. Bowie circling through the lane. They can't go there. Now he'll come out and make the catch. 3-point line right side. Screen's going to be set by Allen. Bowie tries to go around it. Allen slips through that screen. Bowie on the dribble drive. Fires left side to Littles. Gino with 12 on the shot clock. Driving left lane line. Kicks it out to Allen on the run. Puts up the floater and scores. 2 baskets here in the second half for Allen. He's got 6 for the game. It's a 4-point game. 43-39, Permian Basin with the lead. Sutherland across the timeline. Chased from behind by Carr. Gives way to Lacey. Backs out 3-point line. Drives on Littles. Reach-in foul on Gino. Second foul on Gino Littles. If there's one position UTSA does not have a lot of depth at, it's point guard. Austin Carr's the backup point guard right now. So Gino's got to play a lot of minutes, and he cannot get in foul trouble. Right side, Lacey, wide open for 3. Left and short, no good. O'Brien beats everyone to the rebound. Out it comes to Littles. Cross-court pass to Carr. Austin attacks the goal, and an offensive foul. Austin went down hard as he was going to the goal. Lacey took the charge. They call the offensive foul on Austin Carr, and he's slow to get up, and I think they're going to ask Josh Monica to come out and check on him, but about the time Josh gets there, Austin gets back up, and they're going to get J.R. Harris in the game, and Austin kind of fell right on his back, and they're going to go check him out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Almost looked like he hit his head on the floor as well, but you know, talking about him being the backup point guard, can ill afford to lose him. Serviceable at the point guard. He's really the 2 guard or a 3.
11 turnovers against UTSA. Here comes Sutherland across the timeline, racing all the way to the goal. Got deep penetration. They throw the ball inside to Hatcher, and then back out to Lacey for 3 more, and that one's good too. And it's 46-39, and the Falcons tie their largest lead of the game at 7. 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. Allen to Harris, angle left. Allen slips the screen out to O'Brien. Back to Ryan Bowie, right side. Ryan on the drive to the goal. Reach-in foul on Lacey. And UTSA had wished that foul wasn't called because Ryan was going to get a layup. That's the 4th foul on Johnny Lacey, and he's done for a while. He'll go to the bench, and they'll put back in Malcolm Hill-Bay, who played quite a bit of time in that first half.
That's his 4th?
Yeah, 4 fouls. And they're trying to get him out. They had somebody to sub for him, but they couldn't get there before he committed another foul. O'Brien's shots rejected in the lane. And it comes to Hill-Bay. Leave for Sutherland to the goal. It missed the layup. Littles gets the rebound for UTSA. He starts a 2-on-3 break. Pull up, 3-pointer, Bowie, bullseye. Ryan Bowie's got 14 to pull UTSA to within 4 at 46-42. In the backcourt. Slowly across the timeline comes Billy D. Williams. Goes all the way in the corner, now backs back out, fires a long 3. That one's short, bad shot that time. Quick on the shot clock too, wasn't really that open. Up the floor to Littles. Littles looks left side, not there. Now O'Brien comes back out. They don't throw him the ball yet. Littles will work the left side, waiting for an Allen screen. He'll slip through it, back to Lucas. Now on the right side to Harris. JR drives. Kicks back out to Littles. He'll drive in the lane. Gives it back to Harris. Now straight away for Allen. And he gets run into by Hill-Bay. And UTSA will inbound the basketball with a fresh shot clock. 3 team fouls now on the Falcons. And that's the first on Malcolm Hill-Bay. Austin Carr is still getting some treatment over on the sideline from Josh Monica, the Roadrunners trainer. Fresh shot clock for UTSA under the 17-minute mark here in the second half. UTSA in a 4-point hole. Bowie driving left lane line, puts on the brakes, lays it up, missed it, but drew a foul.
You were wondering if they were going to call that one a little delayed there, but he obviously got hacked across the arm.
So Ryan Bowie with a couple of free throws, and Ryan has not been to the line tonight, but he's got 14. Remember, he leads the conference in scoring at 19 a game. 19 and a half to be exact. Second foul on Hill-Bay, 4th team foul. Bowie misses the free throw. Here's the next one for Ryan, and it's on the way, and that one's good. 15 points in the game for him. Cuts Permian Basin's lead to 3. Sutherland in the backcourt, trapped by Allen. Sutherland across the timeline, throws to Agbar, drives on O'Brien. They're going to call a blocking foul on Lucas. The basket's good, and it's going to be a chance for an and one.
Basket's good. Foul on 15
Lucas had the position, but as Akbar was driving the baseline, Lucas kind of flinched and didn't absorb all of the hit, and that's one of the reasons why they called the foul. It's going to be his first. Here's Akbar's free throw. It's good, and it's a 6-point lead at 49-43 for UT Permian Basin. O'Brien is out, and A.J. Cockrell back in for UTSA. 16.5 to play second half, and UT Permian Basin with a 6-point lead, and the Roadrunners will face a little pressure. Allen's going to try to work it in, needs some help, and Ryan Bowie will come into the backcourt and get it and work his way across the timeline with help from Littles. Gino between the circles, gives way to Allen, drives to the right side, straight away to Cockrell. Cockrell 15 feet from the goal, out to Bowie. Straight away for three, rimming no good. Tough shot, rebound in the corner, taken by Josh Williams. Josh is across the timeline, driving all the way to the goal, bouncing to the goal. The shot's no good by Hatcher. And a foul drawn by Permian Basin will put Hatcher at the free throw line. And I think they got A.J. Cockrell for this foul. It's his first, and it's the fourth team foul. And it puts Hatcher at the free throw line for Permian Basin.
We seem to be so concerned right now with their jump shots that we're coming up on them too tight, and they're just going right around us. We're not getting a lot of weak side help on defense.
Free throw is good. And the Falcons will substitute and get Malcolm Hill-Bay back in the game, and along with Mario Florima. And here comes the next one, and it's on the way, and that one's good too. And it's 51-43, and it's an 8-point lead for Permian Basin, their largest. Bowie attacks the goal, throws up a left-handed shot, no good, and then a push shot back up by Cockrell, but he got undercut and drew the foul. And this should put A.J. Cockrell at the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think as he was going up for that, he got his right hand on it. It looked like he was left arm. He was started being pulled down.
AJ's 12 of 17 on the year at the free throw line, so 71% for him. And his free throw is just short. He's got 2 points and 4 rebounds in this game. He shoots a
lot of arch
very
on
high arcing free throw. Next free throw's on the way, and that one rattles in to cut the lead back to 7 at 51-44. Florima in the backcourt. 4 minutes gone by here in the second half, and Florima gives way to Malcolm Hill-Bay, who's across the timeline, driving all the way in the goal, puts up the floater, missed it, left it short, rebound squirts long to Littles, up the floor to Harris. JR baseline right, drives on Florima and traveled. Nope, they're going to call a foul. Yep. The UTSA Roadrunners, check them out at sacu.com and go Roadrunners. Gino Littles makes the catch, almost tripped as he caught it. UTSA fresh shot clock. Bowie with it on the left wing. Cockrell's going to come set a screen for him. Bowie on the drive. Drives all the way to the right side, off to Harris. JR drives, puts on the brakes, can't shoot. Off to Bowie, 12 on the shot clock. Bowie drives on Akbar. Now backs it back out, 9 to shoot. Bowie trying to cross over on Akbar. Kick it left side to Harris. Harris penetrates. Free throw line jumper. Tough shot goes. Well, they may not play a lot of defense, but they played some defense on that possession, and UTSA finally gets a basket, a big basket from Harris to cut it down to 5 at 51-46. 5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Hill-Bay bounces it to Florima on the left side. Screen set by Hatcher. Hill-Bay throws it to catches it in the right corner and shoots a 3. Swish. They can't miss. 54-46. Great offensive team. Bowie into the front court. 3-point line left side. Dumps it in the post to Cockrell. Takes it hard to the goal and draws the foul on Hatcher. What have you always said about letting teams hang around?
Yeah, when you let teams hang around that are questionable in talent to yours, if you let them hang around too long, then you give them confidence and bad things happen. And teams that shoot like this,
they thrive on that.
When they start going in by a couple of guys, it gets contagious.
Cockrell hits the free throw. They averaged 99 for the year. Their low mark of the year was 77 in a loss earlier in the year.
They're shooting 45% from the 3 range. We're only sitting at 25.
They lost their first game by 2 to Texas A&M Kingsville. They lost by 6 to Colorado State Pueblo. and they've won their last 4, averaging 107 in the process. Second free throw is good, 54-48. UTSA cuts the lead to 6, 14.5 to play. Saunders back in at the top of the circle, kicks the pass left side to Williams, open at the free throw line. Jump shots on the way, can't believe he missed that one. Ryan Bowie gets the rebound. That is more open than he was at any time tonight. Littles throws it right corner to Allen. Doesn't pull the trigger on the 3, and then back it comes to Littles. Gino will drive and cross over and leave for Ryan Bowie. And Bowie at the elbow, lobs in the lane for Cockrell, threw it too hard. Cockrell mistimed the jump. UTSA turns it over for the 12th time. Into the front court, right side Williams. This is Josh Williams, and he'll drive and kick it out to Hill Bay. Puts on the brakes on the baseline. Cross-court pass to Florima for a long 3. Short, no good. Hill Bay gets the rebound and throws it right inside to Josh Williams for the layup.
Just the way they worked it up in the locker room.
Yeah, shoot, miss, rebound, score. 56-48. 8-point lead for UT Permian Basin. Bowie throws a cross-court pass to Harris. He'll drive all the way to the goal, lean in, and draw the foul. And J.R. Harris to the free throw line for UTSA.
Yeah, and we still don't do, whenever we get the ball on the side and we don't take that shot, whether we're in the corner or on the wing, that last offensive trip down the floor, Cockrell was posted up low, and we never even looked inside to him. He had position, and with his moves down low and that soft touch, we've got to start looking inside for him.
And UTSA in this game has a height advantage that they probably will not have at any other time this year. There's going to be very few times where UTSA is the bigger team. J.R. Harris's free throw misses off to the right. Foul on Saunders was his 3rd. UT Permian Basin already has 18 fouls. Second free throw is good to cut the lead to 7 at 56-49. Hill Bay will work his way slowly across the timeline. Looks to the right side of the floor. Looks for Josh Williams over there. Comes back up the top to Billy Williams. Billy D gives way on a curl to Anthony Knight, who's in for the first time, and straight away for a 3 that's missed by Josh Williams. 7 minutes gone by. Up the left side of the floor. Harris, transition 3. Short, no good. Rebound loose. Taken away by Knight. 2-on-2 break. Driving to the goal is Hill Bay. Leaves in the lane for Billy D. Williams. Fouled from behind. That time the Falcons just beat UTSA down the floor. 3 guys got to the rim before the Roadrunners could, and free throws will come for Billy D. Williams, who already has 15 points in this game.
You know, despite the fact of how they play, kind of the helter-skelter thing, even with all the turnovers, fundamentally, with what they do, they actually play fairly well fundamentally. Which I know is counterintuitive, but I mean, Williams for the most part plays under control. They're not totally
undisciplined.
No,
not at all. Free throw is good by Billy D. Williams. They get Akbar back in the game for Saunders. And Williams will try to get his 17th point right here. And it is in the air and short, and the rebound by Ryan Bowie. 12:50 to play, 57-49. Permian Basin, 8-point lead. UTSA led by 7 earlier. They haven't been able to come back and take the lead after Permian Basin scored the go-ahead basket at 10-9. On the right side, Bowie. Bowie has it on the baseline right side. Looks in the lane for Cockrell. They bounce it to him. He fumbles it out of bounds, but it was touched last by the Falcons, so UTSA will have it with 7 on the shot clock. Harris to inbound for the Roadrunners. Trying to go backdoor to Allen, not there. Kicks it into Bowie on the baseline. Drives, leans in, shoots and misses, but he drew a foul. And the Roadrunners will go to the line. Now, when was the last time UTSA had the lead? I think it was 11-10 or 10-9, something like that. We will get Walter Stoops to dig that stat out for us. It was 11-10, and that was very early in the first. It was at 14:41 in the first half was UTSA's last lead. Here's Bowie's free throw, and it's no good. And UTSA's missed a couple of free throws here in the second half, and right now they need all the points they can get. They're now 10-14 at the free throw line. Carr's going to come in for Gino Littles. We're 29 seconds away from the next mandatory timeout. Either the next timeout called or the dead ball under the 12-minute mark. So we'll see Gino get a rest, and then probably through that break and They're going to check out his right ankle over there. It's been a little bit banged up. Second free throw is good. 7-point game. 57-50. Austin Carr's okay. He's back on the floor. Angle right, it comes to Hill Bay. He's left alone. Fires a three. Missed that. Ryan Bowie the rebound. 7 rebounds for him. Up the floor to Carr. Austin head high dribble. Now to J.R. Harris. Harris looks in the post, throws it to Cockrell, spins, goes up and under, off the glass. It won't go in, but he drew a foul. A.J. Cockrell's going to go to the free throw line. I got a feeling A.J. may make a living throughout his career at the line because he's got some really good quick moves in the lane.
Yeah, and if you're a defensive player and you've got a guy low that's got those kind of moves, and a lot of them are feints. You know, fake the, like you're going to pass, put the ball up high like you're going to shoot, bring it back down. You get guys off balance, and if you're a defensive player and you're constantly playing against a guy like that, it can get frustrating.
Cockrell hits the free throw to cut it to 6 at 57-51. It's already the 10th foul, by the way, on UT Permian Basin.
Couple of years in the weight room, Cockrell with those moves and some more muscle on him, he's going to be pretty imposing in there.
Second free throw is good at 57-52. As soon as Sutherland gets across the timeline, we'll be under 12 minutes. He drives all the way to the free throw line, kicks it right corner. Josh Williams, three-pointer. Rimming no good. Battle for the rebound won by Harris. UTSA quickly across the timeline. Harris drives all the way to the lane, tries to draw a foul, doesn't get it. Ball rims off the side of the rim and off to the left. UTSA wanted a foul, didn't get one. Driving baseline, Akbar throws it outside to Williams for three. No good. Rebound squirts long to Sutherland. Bounces it off of Williams' foot, but it comes to Knight. 24 seconds on the shot clock as it gets reset after that missed shot. Sutherland at the jump circle, driving on Harris. Kicks it to the left corner. Back at it comes to Knight. Knight penetrates and gives way to Akbar, 11 to shoot. Akbar crossover dribble for Williams. Williams sizes up Ryan Bowie. Throws it right side to Josh Williams. Straight away to Knight. Three-pointer in the air. Short, no good. Rebound by Permian Basin. Foul on Nick Allen as he tried to take it away from Billy D. Williams. Timeout, 11:05 to go in the game.